Good morning, class. A computer network is two or more computers connected to share resources and exchange data. The Internet is the largest computer network in the world, a global network of billions of devices. Every time a Nigerian student uses Google, a bank customer sends money via mobile transfer, or a journalist emails a story from Abuja to Lagos, data is traveling across computer networks. The TCP/IP model is the fundamental framework that makes all Internet communication possible. Understanding networking is essential for WAEC computer science and for any IT career. Types of networks by geographic size. PAN, personal area network, very small. Within 10 meters. Bluetooth headphone connected to your phone. A smartwatch syncing with a smartphone. LAN, local area network within a building or campus. A school's computer lab. An office building. FAST, owned by the organization. Uses Ethernet cables or Wi-Fi. MAN, metropolitan area network, a city or town. A university campus spanning several buildings. Cable TV network serving a city. 1. Wide area network, large geographic areas, country or worldwide. The Internet is the largest WAN. Nigeria's banks use WANs to connect branches across all 36 states. Networking hardware. NIC, network interface card hardware in each device that connects it to a network. Hub, connects devices, broadcasts data to all ports. Inefficient, now mostly replaced by switches. Switch, connects devices, sends data only to the intended recipient. Faster than hub. Router, connects different networks and directs data packets between them. Your home router connects your LAN to the Internet, MTN/Glo Airtel WAN. Modem, modulates/demodulates signals to convert between digital and analog. Used to connect to ISP via telephone line or cable. Wireless access point, WAP, provides Wi-Fi access to a LAN. Network topologies, physical arrangement. Bus, all devices on one cable. Simple, cheap, single point of failure. Star, all devices connect to a central switch/hub. Most common in schools and offices. Ring, devices in a circular chain. Rare today. Mesh, every device connects to every other. Highly reliable. Used in critical systems. The TCP/IP model, also called the Internet model, describes how data travels across a network in 4 layers. Layer 4, application layer. Provides network services directly to applications. Protocols, HTTP/HTTPS, web browsing, FTP, file transfer, SMTP, email sending, POP3/AMAP, email receiving, DNS, domain name resolution, DHCP, IP address assignment. What it does: when you type www.uba.com.ng in a browser, DNS resolves it to an IP address. HTTP requests and responses carry the web page data. Layer 3, transport layer. Handles end-to-end communication between applications. Key protocols. TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, connection-oriented. Guarantees delivery, order, and error checking. Slower but reliable. Used for web browsing, email, file downloads. UDP, User Datagram Protocol, connectionless. Faster, no guaranteed delivery. Used for video streaming, online gaming, VoIP, voice over IP. A few lost packets in a video call are acceptable. Ports, identify specific applications. HTTP equals 80, HTTPS equals 443, FTP equals 21, SMTP equals 25, DNS equals 53. Layer 2, Internet layer. Handles logical addressing and routing between networks. Key protocol, IP, Internet Protocol, assigns IP addresses and routes packets. IPv4, 32-bit address written as 4 decimal numbers, 192.168.1.1. About 4 billion unique addresses. IPv6, 128-bit address. Created to provide many more addresses as IPv4 ran out. Format: 2001:0 DB 8:85A3 0000:0000:8A2E 0370:7334. ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol, used by PIN to test connectivity. Layer 1, Network Access Layer, Link Layer. Handles physical transmission on the network medium. Includes physical hardware and its protocols. MAC addresses, Media Access Control unique hardware address of each NIC. 48-bit, written as XX, 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 XX. Ethernet, Wi-Fi, IEEE 802.11, 4G per 5G. IP addresses, every device on a network has an IP address, a unique numerical label. IPv4 address, for numbers, 0 to 255, separated by dots, 192.168.0.1. Private IP addresses, used inside LANs, not routable on Internet. 192.168.x.x, home/office networks. 10.x.x.x, large organizations. 172.16.x.x to 172.31.x.x. Public IP addresses, assigned by ISPs to connect to the Internet. DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, automatically assigns IP addresses to devices joining the network. Your phone gets an IP address automatically when it connects to a Wi-Fi network. DNS, Domain Name System, translates human-readable domain names, like google.com or wacenigeria.org, into IP addresses, like 172.217.16.14. Without DNS, you would have to memorize IP addresses to visit websites. Data transmission. Data is broken into packets, small units that are sent individually through the network and reassembled at the destination. Each packet contains source IP address, destination IP address, sequence number, and payload, data chunk. Bandwidth, maximum data transfer rate. Measured in Mbps, megabits per second. Nigerian broadband average 10-50 Mbps, 5G can reach 1 gigabit per second. Nigerian networking context. MTN, Glo, Airtel, 9 Mobile provide 3G divided by 4G divided by 5G mobile internet to 180+ million Nigerians. Main 1 and WACS undersea cables bring international internet bandwidth to Nigeria. NCC, a Nigerian Communications Commission, regulates telecommunications. WAEC Computer Science questions on networking. Question 1. State the 4 layers of the TCP IP model and give one protocol for each. Answer. 1. Application layer, HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, SMTP, DNS. 2. Transport layer, TCP, UDP. 3. Internet layer, IP, IPv4, IPv6, ICMP. 4. Network access layer, Ethernet, Wi-Fi, IEEE 802.11, MAC addressing. Question 2. Differentiate between TCP and UDP. Answer. TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, is connection-oriented and guarantees reliable, ordered delivery of data. It acknowledges each packet and retransmits lost ones. Used for web browsing, email, file downloads where accuracy is critical. UDP, User Datagram Protocol, is connectionless. Packets are sent without confirmation of receipt. Faster but unreliable. Used for real-time applications like video streaming and VoIP where speed matters more than perfection. Question 3. What is the function of a router in a network? Answer. A router connects 2 or more different networks, such as a home LAN and the Internet, and routes data packets between them. It uses IP addresses to determine the best path for each packet to reach its destination. Without a router, a home network could not communicate with the Internet. Question 4. What is the difference between a LAN and a WAN? Answer. A LAN, local area network, covers a small geographic area, typically a single building, school, or office. It is usually owned and managed by the organization, provides high-speed connectivity, 100 megabits per second to 10 gigabits per second via Ethernet, and has low error rates. A wide area network covers a large geographic area, a city, country, or the world. The Internet is the largest WAN. Ones are typically slower and more expensive per bit transferred, and rely on public infrastructure, telecoms companies like MTN, Glo. Question 5. Explain what a MAC address is and how it differs from an IP address. Answer. A MAC, Media Access Control, address is a unique hardware identifier permanently assigned to a NIC by the manufacturer. It is a 48-bit address written in hexadecimal, e.g. 00:1A, 2B, 3C, 4D, 5E, and is used for communication within a local network, layer 2. An IP address is a logical address assigned by software/DHCP, e.g. 192.168.1.5, and is used for routing between networks across the Internet, layer 3. MAC addresses do not change. IP addresses can be dynamically reassigned. Every data byte that flows through Nigerian mobile networks, every WhatsApp message from Lagos to Kano, every bank transfer from a UBA account, all depend on the TCP IP protocols you have just studied. Networking professionals are among the most in-demand IT workers in Nigeria today. Understanding how data travels through networks is the foundation of this career. Powered by Litech Academy, academy.litech.com.ng. NERDC-approved SS1 Computer Science.